Hi, I'm Tom Beattie, and you're listening to the Wild Goats podcast. The following episode contains strong language and sexual themes. We are goats. Stay heard.
You love to hear it.
That is the best one yet. And I'm not just saying that. That's the best one yet.
We definitely don't say that a lot.
No, Haz, you say that every time, but I'm saying that was the best one yet. Blurry on mine.
Right, guys, don't forget, welcome back to the Wild Goats podcast, episode 17, boys.
Here we are.
Back once again.
Mate.
Also, any fans listening, I'm back at home with my mum, so these aren't my curtains.
Mate, they are some solid curtains.
They are pretty sexy.
Just for the listeners, we're all naked now.
Yeah,
So
naked. So if you want to check us out,
yeah,
all naked, especially Joe.
especially me. I'm even nakeder than everyone else.
Even nakeder.
Joe is fully going for it. So if you
Yeah.
want to see that, check out our YouTube channel at Wild Goats YouTube. I don't know what the link is, but it'll be.
That'll get views, won't it? So
That'll get some views. You've got a nice ball sack. Yeah, that'll work. Who are we joined by today? We are joined by one of my best mates, arguably my best mate. You know, if he plays his cards right, it's a good episode. We'll have to...
Arguably.
Arguably. So,
It's strong accolades, right?
Boys, I'm a fan. This is an honour for me, lads.
Beattie was a fan of the start.
Love that.
Beattie was all over the first 3 or 4 episodes, but then fizzled out and got busy with
That's
life.
ideal because that's where we're heading back.
Yeah, we're heading back to the roots, mate.
We're going back to the start.
Yeah.
Mr. Harry Cuttress.
Yeah.
Another good friend.
Great guest he was.
Yeah, great guest.
Teddy. How's Teddy doing? Do we know?
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to our guys.
Welcome back. I've got my gin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well jealous.
Right. This week we're talking about, as mentioned before, the Mile High Club. Now I've got a few things to play you. I will have to alter the voice of this. All right. Now.
That won't happen.
Oh, this is world class.
Oh, wait, does that mean we know the voice?
I mean,
Right.
I'm not going to be able to alter it before I edit it, so you will hopefully recognise the voice.
Wait, so really? Will
so how
all
are you gonna
three
do
of
that
us
then?
know this person?
Oh, no.
You know what? All 3 of you should know who it is if you
No
are
way.
on the pod. Right.
No way.
Right.
Fan of the pod, that means it's a guest.
It's Natalie.
Yeah, I was about to say that you've only had 17 episodes.
Nah, I don't think she's ever been on a plane, to be honest with you. Right. Here we go. Let me know if you can hear this.
You probably got my response on Instagram and thought, oh, typical, of course she has. But yeah, here we go.
Bullshit.
Okay, so my ex-boyfriend's dad was a pilot. The trick is usually, like, if you sit at the back of the plane, you can if you have that purpose in mind, you can sneak into the toilets quicker because you know who's there and who's not. It's not a massive walk back, so people can't see you both going and both not coming back because there's no one there to look at you. Like, you go to the loo, you're straight back in your seat, no one's going to see you. So that is a very, very good tactic. Also, if you're going to do it and you think you have got caught and people are looking at you, which I suspect at some point they probably have, you've literally just got to own it. Like, fuck it, you only have one life. It's
Oh my God, I know who it is.
memories to have, and I'm sure they would love to do it themselves but don't have the bottle. And yeah, that's just how I see it.
Mate, I was like, who is that voice?
You know what? That's enough.
Yeah, let's cut her off there, mate.
I love that she was giving tips though.
Mate, there's strategy.
Tell you what, there's more to it than just sex. There's a whole.
Yeah, there was logistics, realistically.
It's
isn't
also timing, though. I mean, at night, overnight flight, essential. That's key, clearly.
there? Yeah, because do you know what? You really don't want to miss when the food comes down the aisle. You know?
way more important. Way more important.
Sex in a cubicle or sliders? You know, mini burgers, because that's what I'm choosing.
It's a good point. It's a great
Sliders, and they sell Brewdog on planes
what,
now. So,
mate, what planes are you going on where you get sliders, mate? Are you in business class or are you getting beef or chicken? Chicken or beef?
What is your take on the Mile High Club? It's a great question. I seem to have lagged out. Has anybody else lagged out?
Did that crash for you guys as well?
I've completely.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me, so I was like, I don't want to say anything in case I'm interrupted.
I was looking at your face, Joey. I was looking at your face.
I was eyeing all
just
4 of you.
going,
None of you are moving. Beattie, what's your take on the Mile High Club, mate? After hearing the story, what's your take on the story, mate?
Whoa, who's story?
Whoa.
Oh, names! Don't put the name.
I'll
in there.
bleep
Yeah, you
it.
bleep it out. Bleep it out.
It's easy to do, mate. It's
All right. All right.
like riding a
What's
bike.
my view on the Mile High Club? I think it's something we'd all like to join, but I don't think it's something that we'd all get the chance to do. That's my take on it.
It's a good take. It's a
Yeah.
good
You
take.
can't anyone here. I mean, sex is sex, but you can't deny anyone here that would want to have sex on a plane. Does anyone not want to have sex on a
Who
plane?
wouldn't?
Anyone?
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
who
I've
would want to
just-
have sex on a plane?
there's
Here's
not
my
much
hot
room, is
take.
there? You know?
Here's my hot take, right? Here's my hot take. I agree with you, Joe.
Okay.
I've written.
Mm.
It's also not worth the prison sentence you get. Like,
if you can get the statistics of how many people have been arrested on landing because of having sex on a plane,
that brings
we
me
know what
on.
you did.
I'll allow that as a point. Otherwise, it's
Right.
completely.
It's funny you
you know,
mentioned that, Beat. It's funny you mentioned
It's
that. I
not
was
legal,
on.
is it? It's just frowned upon.
Look, Beats,
think
I've
it's
got a
illegal.
story. I've got a story for you, mate. I've
Yeah.
got a story for you, mate. Listen up.
So
So
here we go.
I was on
He doesn't
Tinder.
have sex.
I was on Tinder at uni, right? Just this
Classic.
was
Like
This was-
everyone.
Sure.
this was like second year. And to those asking, I deleted it in third year. So I hadn't had it for 4 years after third year. But in
The
third
second year
year,
was when you had your girlfriend, right?
I've never had a girlfriend, mate. To be honest with you, so I was
Lies.
swiping right. I was swiping right, and I came across. Mate, I'll be honest with you. Like, I hope she doesn't listen to this podcast, but she's not.
Oh my gosh.
It's been-
She's for sure gonna listen to this now.
Yeah, she's
Here we
definitely
go.
listening to this.
No, it's an extra view, and she pied us. She was meant to be coming on. So anyway,
Fuck her.
she
Definitely
she told me this story, right? Now, she was a lovely person, but she told me this story, and it was basically she used to work on an airline. Can't disclose the airline for obvious reasons because free brand deals. Do you know what
BA,
Ryanair,
innit?
probably.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. Can't disclose. No airlines, yeah.
I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
she,
yeah.
she's
We don't
flat
say
out.
any airline.
Yeah, so
Other airlines are available.
Yeah.
so there she is in the sky, going to guess where she's going of all places. Guess where she's going.
Magaluf.
Greece.
What'd
Spain.
you say,
Germany.
Beats?
I said Benidorm.
You,
Love that.
you and Tom are close. It was Magaluf, obviously.
Ooh.
Obviously,
Shagaluf, more like.
it was. Now, as the story goes, now you know what I could do. I could get Tinder out and find her and read the story as
Let's
she
not.
said it, but I can't be
not.
asked. But I can't be
I
asked.
want your take on the
So
story.
my
Do it.
interpretation of the
mate,
story was
Just summarise.
this couple who didn't know each other. They met on the plane,
Right.
On the
Clocked on.
plane.
clocked on the plane. We're like, you know what? It's fucking time,
wait. How long's
Let's
the
have
flight?
some of that.
How long's the
right.
flight to Magaluf?
mate.
It can't be long, like 2
From
hours.
2 hours. It's about 2 hours.
From
isn't it?
Glasgow, man. From Glasgow. Add another half an hour.
2.5.
2 hours.
Yeah,
2.5
but
hours.
still, like 2.5 hours isn't much time to meet someone, get
mate.
on, and then think, let's shag.
Joe, mate.
Joey, it only takes a look, mate. It only takes a look.
It only takes, and if you're telling me you last longer than 2.5 hours, mate, you have problems. You're just not shagging the right person. If it takes you 2.5 hours. But back to the story. They clocked on. They must have. It must have been friends of friends, or it must have been something. I think she's assuming they didn't know each other, but I'm guessing so. Anyway, they ended up pumping on the plane. The air
Pumping on the
hostesses
plane.
clocked it
On the
immediately.
plane.
Yeah, they clocked it like I could be saying pumping on the plane. They clocked it. That could be a podcast. Never mind. She clocked.
Pumping on a plane.
She got out his snake on the plane.
Right. Back to the
If
story.
you call it pumping on a plane, I'm probably not sharing it.
It's a good movie though. Snakes on a plane, pump
Thanks,
on a
mate.
plane.
Nah, we're
Yeah,
gonna call
exactly.
it. We're gonna anyway, we'll go back to this.
Whatever.
She clocked on straight away. All of them did, and it was like gossip. The guys was like, "There's fucking 2 people in there. There's fucking, there's 2 people in there," and they let them finish, which is very kind of them, to be fair. And
Yeah.
they must have came out all fucking like snug, like, "Oh yes, well, I'm fucking smashed it, mate," literally. And they think everything's fine and dandy. Playing lands, police come on, see you later, love. You're in the Magaluf prison cell, and
No
that's
way.
true story. True story.
The moral of that story is it depends on the country you're going to get arrested.
It could well do. I don't know. To be fair, though, here's a question.
Because otherwise, every pilot and every air hostess is probably going to have to be arrested at some point. They're all doing it.
But it's
You
like,
can't tell me they're not doing
They're
it.
all at it, mate.
They're all at
Of
it.
course they are.
mate, it's
Do you
all
think
about
they're
who
at
you
it on
know.
the plane?
Yeah,
It's all
and
about
that's
who
the
you
thing.
know.
I like to think that the pilot is flying the plane.
But
I'm
he's
on
not
planes
flying
every
the plane,
week.
because on long haul flights they mostly sit on autopilot.
Yeah, mate. They're getting
Well,
blowjobs,
I
aren't
want to know who's snitching, to be honest.
they? Yeah.
Well, that is the question.
Who's
I can't-
clocking
I
on
can't
2
reveal my
people in the
source.
toilets and thinking, you know what? I'm grassing on them.
Yeah,
Let's get
but
arrested.
but think of it this way: there could be little kids going to Magaluf with their mums. Do you know what I mean? And they're gonna have
Of
to
course they could,
sit
yeah.
on that toilet, which he's probably, we won't go down the details, but he could have made a mess,
Yeah.
and that is
I mean,
paedophilic almost. That is a
no,
crime.
let's not whack that onto the sentence.
Do you not think
Let's
that could
leave
be-
paedophiles out.
let's leave that to a separate podcast.
Yeah.
Pedophiles on a plane? Next
That's
podcast.
next week.
Welcome back to Pedophiles on a Plane.
Yeah. Famous paedophiles. Adam Johnson.
As the voice recording said, you got to own it. Okay.
You've
If
got
you're
to own it.
You come out of the toilet. Everyone knows.
Yeah,
What
and you're
you
just
doing?
like,
What
lock
you
me up
doing?
now, mate.
No,
Come
what
on.
are you doing? Going down the plane. What are you doing? People are looking at you. What are you doing?
You put on, I just had sex,
Yes,
and you're walking,
there
you're
you go.
strutting.
You're
You're like,
shutting, yeah.
I'm high-fiving.
this
hands
guy.
up down the
High fives, high tens, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Just down the aisle. Just
I'm trying to
might as well,
think of.
'cause at that point, you're screwed,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah,
She makes a good point. She makes a good point. You do have to own it and pretend nothing happened. But at the same time, I think the secret to doing it, and this is my take, the secret to doing it is, innuendo, secret to doing it, is getting on. Apparently, there's these flights, right? There's these flights which are.
Sex flights.
Imagine.
No, essentially, they are.
No, the way to do it is a private jet, surely.
Yeah, that's
what I'm thinking.
If we're all that rich, then yeah, private jet. Dan Bilzerian's definitely pumped on a plane, mate.
Yeah.
Dan Bilzerian's definitely pumped on a plane. But my point is, there's these flights which you can go on. It's like Mile High Airlines or whatever. I made that up, but it could be something like that. And yeah, the whole point of it is you buy a ticket, you get your own little room. It's like a bed. It seems quite nice to be fair. And you can get it on.
An expensive ticket just
it must
to have
be.
sex on a plane.
Yeah.
Wait, so do they provide the female for you, or
No.
is that part of is that included in the ticket?
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, you just get paired up and you're getting on them.
You taking notes, Joey?
Is it like sex at first sight? Like you get on a plane, you get in your room, and there's just someone there.
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
it's
oh,
like
you're
speed
right.
dating. It's like speed dating. You want to shag, I want to shag. Here we are. That's one of the options you can have on that plane.
I got a question for you guys. All right, we'll tell the podcast on its head. Have you been on a flight, long haul or short hour journey, with a partner? Any of you?
I don't think I have, no.
No,
But turns out
it's really boring. I mean,
That's
the
just-
closest I've probably come is that like one time I was on a flight and I don't remember anything from the flight, so I could have had sex and just not known.
I doubt that.
highly doubt that. Yeah.
I went on a family holiday.
Oh, I don't know where this is going.
Oh, Nan, you're looking thick.
Yeah, go on then. Why not? Wait. So, are you thinking, as in, like, could kill some time on the plane, or are you thinking
Kill some time.
take it off my list?
Yeah, you make a good point.
You're on a plane. You want to join the Mile High Club. The flight's dragging on a little bit. You listen to all your music.
Do you reckon I'm like, come on, pilot?
Listen to all your music.
Yeah, your playlist is on repeat.
Yeah.
At what point you're like, come on then.
Yeah.
Come on, now.
But from what I've learned, right, from
can't.
today's episode so far, is it's more than just. Well, actually, I'm being a bit of a hypocrite because my story wasn't. But from what whoever the person that phoned in said, you have to have an operation in mind. It's not just a smooth sailing as
Exactly.
we'll jump on board. It's a plan.
No. That's for
overnight
like
flight.
optimum performance. Like you
I'll
can
tell you
just,
Optimum.
can't just fancy it.
The
You know?
optimum opportunity is long haul flight to let's say the Middle East or Australia. First
Middle
class
East?
where
Are you sure about Middle East? If you land in
No,
the
no,
Middle
okay.
East,
You're
you don't
getting
want to be in a
arrested.
Middle Eastern
Okay,
prison.
Yeah.
Your dick's getting chopped off, mate.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. We'll just go to Australia, for example.
Okay,
That'll
that's
do.
fine.
First class, you got
Could have
your own
sex
little
more than
boot
once
with
there,
the
mate.
with the things that
From
retract.
a land down under.
In
Yeah.
first class to Australia, you actually get like a shower.
It is kind of nice.
But I'm pretty sure they'd
There
have
you are.
questions if you went in there with a bird. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you just sneak. I mean, it's
Like,
not. It's
say
not
you
all
win,
plain
they
sailing.
give you
You got to make it happen yourself.
Yeah, but
Takes
before
water,
you
innit?
go in there, I'm pretty sure from watching Casey Neistat video, before you go in there, they hand you like a washing pack. And if you go, all right, get one for my girlfriend as well, please. They're going to be like, oh,
Yeah.
hang on a minute.
Or date an air hostess.
know,
Who's on the
Now
same
that
flight.
could be the play. That could be
You're
the
onto
play.
something there, BT.
but I mean,
Yeah.
she could wait in there and meet you in there. Boy,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
That's
less to
risky
do.
because, like, what if someone
What if she
sneaks
loses
in
a
for
job?
you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, what if she loses a job? That's
What
what.
if it?
I have been on a plane
Hello.
with some mates, and one
Ooh.
of them
But yeah.
joined the Mile High Club. And let me tell you the story.
What's that, that noise?
Right.
Mates.
So this was when I was at university. Oh, that noise! There's probably some motorbike outside.
Oh, I thought it was the start of the purge.
Nah,
It's
so
just like,
basically,
yeah.
I don't remember where I was flying from, but I know it was back to California. And I'm with all my tennis teammates, and we're all sitting. There was about 15 of us, so it was those planes where it's got
lads.
3 seats, aisle 3 seats,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah,
probably had like 2 or 3 rows.
Yeah, that checks out.
And good math,
Good
mate,
math.
quick math.
Yeah.
And then, so there was 2 of my teammates in the window and the middle seat, and then there was this girl, probably like mid-20s on the aisle seat. And we have no idea at the time that, you know, my teammate is cracking on with this girl. And they're chatting, they're like flirting, obviously big time, but none of us know. It's a night
Wait, so
flight.
did he meet her on the flight?
Yeah, complete stranger.
Oh,
Just
mate,
happened
I
to be
rate that.
sitting, happened to
I
be
rate it.
sitting next to.
This
Yeah.
is-
What would you do? Okay, quickly. Sorry, Tom. I'm ignoring
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
your story. But if you were on a flight and you sat down next to an absolute stunner, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I'm chatting her
Yeah,
up,
exactly.
but I'm not sure I'm taking her to the bathrooms, but I'm chatting her up.
Oh, you might say, well, no, but you got a bit of class.
But you never know. You never
See
know.
how- see how it goes,
Maybe
you know?
maybe the girl, maybe she initiates it, and you're a pussy if you don't say yes.
Yeah, she might have said, right, I'm going to the
Although
toilet. Meet me there in 5, and then if you don't,
kids who are listening, don't feel pressured to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, out of nowhere, we see the girl walk to the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And nobody, like a girl can go to the bathroom, a guy can go to the bathroom. It's not a big deal.
That's allowed. Yeah.
Yeah. Minute or 2 later, guy walks to the bathroom, our teammate,
Hello.
and people are starting to like kind of turn
I
some eyes
think
over and
You
think,
know
what's...
where it's about to go.
And then I think the teammates in the row behind had heard the 2 of them chatting and flirting, and they were thinking, something's going on
It is
here.
on like Donkey Kong.
What's going on there?
And to go back to
down
what
tonight.
to go back to what said, we weren't sitting in a strategically good seat. We were like in the exit aisle area.
So
it
they're
was
doing
like
the walk of shame afterwards.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're having
I
to
love that.
walk all the way back.
Yeah.
This is where it gets better.
Mm.
So then we're all chatting and we're like, I don't know, it feels like 5-10 minutes. And now we're all 15 of us, or 14, because one of them's in the bathrooms. We're like all like looking back, like just waiting. We see the 2 of them come out of the bathroom, and because we're all just idiots, we all just start cheering.
Of course you do.
and we're just like giving them just a round of
I
applause
love it though.
as they're walking back down the aisle.
How did they respond?
And-
Did they own it?
The teammate was owning it. He was like, "Let's go, boy!"
Oh God!
and the girl was so embarrassed.
Imagine-
She got back in
that
the
girl.
team and she was
Do you reckon she knew that he had 13 mates on the plane, and that when he was going to
Sure.
walk out,
we're all wearing the team tracksuits.
Oh,
It's
right,
like-
yeah.
She can't be that embarrassed though. If she's gonna have met someone on a plane and then go and have sex with them, then she
Yeah.
can't be that.
You know the risk.
Yeah. I just don't
Yeah.
think she was prepared for us.
For the entourage
Yeah.
afterwards, yeah.
But was
Yeah.
the reward worth the risk? Is the question.
Well, he didn't get caught. The plane landed and we just walked straight off, and there was nothing.
No,
And
my
never saw
point.
her
My
again.
point is this, right? Okay, so obviously it's a very risky situation that you put yourself in, and it's a small space. Like, I can't imagine it being the best sex of your life.
No,
You know what I
it
mean?
can't be. It can't
It's-
be.
But you have the thrill of being on a plane. So just
Yeah.
just throwing this out there, but does the risk and the danger.
excitement is like-
that. The
And the
excitement.
altitude.
You say that,
The
BT.
altitude.
You say
is
that.
huge.
and the altitude. Yeah, you're like, oh fucking hell, this is high.
I don't know if it's just me and my personality, but I would be stressing the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so like 1,000%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you'd have
Oh.
to be a relatively carefree person to have sex on a plane.
Sort of thing I expect Liam to do.
But does the Mile High Club? What are we counting as joining the Mile High Club? Are we talking you have to have sex, or are we talking any kind of?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
I reckon
That's
if
a
one
great
person comes, it's allowed.
So that,
Okay.
If you
at
come
that
and you
point,
make someone
at that
come,
point, it
then
becomes a little
that's-
bit easier.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I
Listeners
don't
out
know. I
there, go on,
feel
have a go.
like Mile High Club.
I think
you
it has to be
to
sex.
go the
It
full
can't be-
distance.
yeah.
Does it have to be
yeah.
full penetration?
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be the proper,
Yeah.
the full pump, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, no half
Yeah.
pumps allowed.
Oh,
Because,
10-minute warning. 10-minute warning. So
oh fucking hell, that's exciting. That's almost as exciting as getting in a bathroom on a plane.
10-minute
Alright.
warning, love. 10-minute warning.
Yeah,
I
10
don't
minutes
know,
later. Shit.
Every story we talks about is going to the bathroom, but I'm sure there are people on long haul flights and everyone's asleep who just crack it out on the seat.
Mate, I've seen pictures on Facebook
No.
once. There was a viral video going across Facebook, and it was this couple that this girl was just going like cowboy on this guy in their seat.
Okay.
And it was on a night flight. It was like must have been 2 a.m. or some
Yeah.
shit.
Guarantee they do it.
And just
Wait, what website were you on?
Facebook,
Porn.
mate.
No, I feel like that's
Facebook.
that's
Yeah,
asking
yeah,
for
definitely
trouble.
Facebook.
Other porn sites are available, but
Yeah,
Mate,
for sure.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, people were. I think in the video there was a guy behind that was awake and just witnessing it. So
well, of
like,
course, because there's no chance you get an entire flight where everyone's asleep. But
Yeah,
I
no one's
guarantee
sleeping on
the
a night
lights
flight.
are down, the blankets are on.
mate, I'm telling you, night flights you don't sleep. You just end
All
up-
right, okay.
Extreme
Uh,
passion, isn't it?
I've got a question. You're on a night flight. The people in front of you, the blankets on, they're going at it like rabbits, but like
Oh, I'm saying something.
slow rabbits. Are you? Yeah. Are
Oh,
you
you're
saying?
saying
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Or are
something.
you just? Are you like riding it out? If you pardon the pun?
Nah, for the good of the
Nah,
people.
I'm saying something.
Nah,
Not
for
directly
me,
to them, maybe. I'm thinking more subtle, you know.
You snitching?
I'm looking for
No,
the
no,
nearest
no, no,
Karen,
no,
and I'm being like,
Snitches get stitches, mate.
You
You know.
never snitch because
Never
you know fair play for them to doing it. But if it's keeping me up, then
Yeah.
something's being said.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like,
If
fuck
you-
your
yeah,
sex,
if
I want my
Beats is-
sleep.
yeah, if Beats is sat directly behind them and he's trying to watch like fucking Simpsons and his chair's
they're-
going like that,
Chairs doing that. of course
you're
I'm
going to be
gonna
like, fuck it, and stop it,
I'm
and
just
start
gonna give
banging it.
give a little tap and go.
Yeah, pull
"Can
her
you
hair
guys
for
finish
her.
up now, please?" You can't be polite about it. You don't want to, don't want to offend someone, but just give them a little.
Right.
Sorry.
I reckon
draw-
what I'd do. Oh,
Go on, you go for it. But
Oh.
after this, I'll draw the line and I'll say, we haven't even got
I
10
reckon.
quick.
I reckon I'd just draw attention to it so someone else says something. So I'd just do a little. Oh
Press the.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and then like someone else will clock them and be like, "Oh, can you stop?" And then you know.
That's the air hostess. Can I help
It's
it?
kind of like snitching though.
Right.
Yeah,
boys,
but
Yeah,
without
but
really.
do it.
snitching.
Like do it to the person next to you. If they're asleep, just lean
Yeah.
over. For a second, go next to you.
Yeah.
Right, we're interrupting this broadcast to bring you hypothetical world, boys. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah.
That is fucking exciting.
We
Yeah.
nearly missed it. We only got 10 minutes, so we've got 7 minutes now. We've got to be quick.
7 minutes now.
Helps
yeah.
us, gives you
Thought
a little
so.
timer now. So right,
Come on.
so BT, as you're the guest,
Yes.
Come on.
Oh, fucking-
We need-
there go.
you to give advice to Joe on how you would go about joining the Mile High Club. So give us the ultimate. So would you start from the start? Would you advise Joe to do it with the girlfriend, try and get a girlfriend, get 2 people and plan it? So look, we just want to join the Mile High Club. Let's book a flight to Tenerife and we'll wing it. Would you do it on
I
the
think the best situation is to have either. The best situation, Joe, if you really want to, is go out with the air hostess because I think they're going to be the best way. That's the best way to do it.
They'll
Okay, I
know
think
it.
she's going to have the right times. I think the flight's got to be relatively long and preferably at night. Okay. Worst case scenario, get yourself a girlfriend who's not an air hostess. You still want to do it.
that is
Yeah.
the worst case scenario.
Yeah. I think that the flight has to be night. I mean, let's be honest. If you want to have sex in a plane, have sex in a plane. You know, You don't need my advice to have sex, but just go and have sex on a plane. It's
Get
not-
in the
it's not that
aisle.
hard to do.
Get in the aisle and just let it rip, mate. Just
Anyone want to?
Just embrace it. But if you've
I'll
got
just
the
walk
money,
down the
then-
aisle to the toilet, like, right, I'm going in here now. If anyone wants to join me, feel free.
Go on a lad's holiday and get your mates to put on the back of your t-shirt, go into the toilet and want to join. And just walk down the aisle.
Nice.
right.
Like
so
that.
that's great
Yeah,
advice.
I
So, so
like
far, Beats, you've said either date an air hostess, and she
Yeah.
might know a bit of inside gossip,
You'll definitely know how to
and
do
then
it.
your second idea was
She'll know.
just
Oh, she'll know.
embrace it. Just embrace it, and
Well, no. Well, the second piece of advice would be make sure it's a flight that's preferably overnight.
right. Yes.
So
Yeah. You said that.
people
Yeah.
will be sleeping, so you've got more of a chance. I mean, if you've got money, go first class or get a private jet. But
I think that's where
I
the.
don't.
I think
I
they'll
don't.
let it
The
slide
private
if you're in
jet's where
first
it's
class.
at.
I think if you're one of the peasants in the back.
because the bed and the seats recline as well, so you've even got a nice little bed to chill in.
Yeah. So Joe,
Yeah.
I think what we've learned from that is buy a first class ticket, worst case or best
Yeah.
case,
Yeah,
buy a first class ticket.
Yeah.
But that will mean you'll have to have someone with you. So you'll have to buy 2 first class tickets because otherwise,
unless they buy the tickets, this is 2021 now.
So my advice is
yeah.
get a girlfriend and be richer. So I mean, I'm struggling. I'm struggling here. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen for me.
Or your second
Hey.
alternative option is to do what people have said in the podcast and just clock on with
Go
someone.
to Magaluf, talk to the girl in the aisle. See you
Yeah.
later.
Well,
Yeah.
we've had mixed stories today, haven't we? We've had meeting people on the plane, then we've had relationships. So it's open either way, Joey. You've just got to put yourself out there a bit on the plane. I think.
By the sounds of it, why haven't we all done it? It sounds easy by the sound of it. Like, everyone seems to have done
Yeah.
it. So I think you got a good
Blows my
chance,
mind,
Joe.
mate.
To be honest,
It's
mate. I
definitely
think-
more popular than we think.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an exclusive club as it's portrayed. I think it's relatively common.
So do you reckon there's like Facebook groups in that? I wonder if there's Facebook groups. That would have been quite
Yeah.
cool.
Ask the
Do you
person
think you've
who,
got to like?
put in.
Do you think you've got to show proof to get into the?
Yeah,
Facebook
you have to
group, or
probably send a photo or something. It's just
I mean,
you. Like,
how will you show in proof?
photo.
you just send a
Unless
photo.
unless you're Liam and you've got proof, then you
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. That's brought back memories. I don't want to see them images in my head again. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Liam, he takes a photo.
Liam.
Yeah, shout out Liam. Yeah. So quite an informative episode, I think, to some degree. That was quite an interesting one. I mean,
I take so. Yeah.
That was a good chat.
I don't know how beneficial it would have been to anyone.
If anyone's coming here for advice on how to join the Mount High Club, then they might as well not bother.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Put that at the end of the podcast.
Do not put that at the beginning. Whatever you do,
Yeah.
do not put that at the beginning.
yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, we can just claim that we had someone that's been on it tell her story. So technically, if you want, you can only get advice from.
Let's not post over social media that I've had sex with a plane.
I mean,
I
look,
just think when we put the title Mile High Club featuring Tom Beach.
Yeah. This guy.
or we could just title it "Teaching Joe How to Join the Mile High Club" featuring Tom Beattie. That could be another alternative.
Yeah, I mean, might get the wrong episode to come on it.
Yeah, it was quite a fucking poor one.
Either way, featuring Tom Beattie to be next to Mile High Club. So.
Hey, you might get some girls seeing it being like, I've got 2 tickets to Malawi. Do you want to hop on? Or...
We
I don't know why I
know
said Malawi,
someone.
Yeah, feel free to poison on the plane.
Yeah, exactly that.
All in all, I think whatever we title it, it will be something to Mile High Club, and it will have your name next to it. It's just funny.
Yeah, I mean,
Look,
realistically, it's happening.
it's a privilege to be invited, boys. So.
And if they listen, and they will listen, they'll realise that it's just 4 lads chatting about it, so you don't have anything to worry about. But like we said,
I'm not that worried. But...
mate, Beats, you've been fucking class.